What is up, my fellow Barnum Warriors? This is Chris, aka Barnum11970, and as always, I thank you guys for watching my video. All right, guys, we got some interesting information that I want you guys to share. I will be posting the link about what I'm about to talk about in the bottom in the Show More tab or the description box, depending on where you're watching this. I don't care if you share the video or just share the link, but I want this information out. So for the people who care about trying to make a difference, this is very important. So I want you guys to share this information any way you want, even make your own video. Again, this is not about me. Somebody sent me a couple of days ago a patent of Nikola Tesla's. Now, if you know anything about Nikola Tesla, well, first of all, if you don't, I highly recommend you research this person because he was probably one of the greatest modern inventors of modern times. And he created inventions that, if they would have allowed to actually have been brought out to the world, would basically get us to the point now where we'd be so further technologically advanced, we wouldn't even need roads. It's unlimited potential. Basically, Nikola Tesla, he was an immigrant, came here in the mid 1800s. He worked with Thomas Edison, and he created devices, numerous amount of devices, one of which was a machine where he can extract energy from the atmosphere, where you wouldn't need wires, it wouldn't be regulated, and you wouldn't be charged, and it would be unlimited power. I mean, just like a lightning bolt draws energy from the atmosphere, he found a way to be able to do that. Now, unfortunately, we all use DC current, which means you need copper, you need wires, they could be monitored, regulated, and charged. So just imagine if his inventions that were patented in the late 1800s were able to come out in this world. Just imagine where we'd be, technologically speaking. How much better off. Just imagine all of the energy costs that you would have not had to pay for, and your fathers and your grandfathers would have never paid for, where that money could have gone. So unfortunately, powers that be don't like giving us things that are fairly beneficial, and definitely things that they can't profit off of. That's why when I talk about things like sun gazing, they don't want you to know about it. They want you to think it's crazy because why? Because the sun's always out and you could get it for free and it heals you. Instead, they want you to believe that you need medicines, you need radioactive treatments, you need operations and all these things to not fix the problem most of the time, but let you live with it. In other words, treat it. So, I mean, you can define crazy any way you want. But here's the thing. Somebody sent me a schematic of somebody who created an actual quantum energy generator. And they have created a whole entire link that they want people to pass out. It's got schematics, diagrams, instructions, gives a full list of all the parts that you need. They even show the product step by step with pictures. I mean, this is amazing. Now, obviously, I am not, and nor will I ever be smart enough to be able to create this. Obviously, it would have to be a person of very high intelligence. I mean, I looked at the assembly and I looked at this stuff. I mean, the average person would not be able to build this. But I know there are people out there, obviously, that would have that ability. So the more we spread this out, first of all, the harder it is going to be to suppress it. And the easier it will be for somebody to come along and discover it and say, you know what? I have the capacity to build that. I have the intelligence to build it. I have the equipment to build it. And if we get this information out, like I've always said, if you want to beat a system, instead of us trying to fight it, which only makes them stronger, we need to find something that people will gravitate to. And that's why people now have Blu-ray players instead of VCRs. People have MP3 players instead of cassette tapes. If we spent our whole life trying to fight these evil cassette tapes, well, there would be nothing but cassette tapes. So fight it all you want. If that's the only option, that's what you're limited to. But when somebody comes along with a better idea, to the point where people say, wait a minute, you don't have to convince me to take this. I see it's better. They will gravitate that way naturally. And that could be the same with governments. And that could be the same with healthcare. That could be the same with inventions. If we keep trying to fight a system and try and take a corrupt system and make it a little bit better, instead of finding a better way to make something better where people say, wait a minute, I like this better. Let's go here. They no longer focus on it, and it fades away. So I'm going to keep this video short. I want you to check out that link. I want you to share this video or share the link or make your own video and get this information out as much as you can, because unless you like paying for electricity, unless every time there's a storm and your wires get knocked down and you have to wait for days without having power, and unless you like these smart meters on your house regulating what you're doing, and God knows what kind of radiation those things leak. And if you think those things are funny, well, research your laptop, research your cell phone, research your refrigerator, research your microwave, and see how much radiation they actually release on a day-to-day basis. So anybody that thinks that's crazy is just either got their heads in their clouds or making so much money off of those items that they don't want you to know about it. So check it out. If you know anybody that's in the scientific world or somebody that's a master builder that can create incredible things, send this information out, because these people were kind enough to give this information freely. So I want to do the same. So pass it on, check it out, and start getting this information out. We can either keep fighting the old system and wonder why we're not getting anywhere other than hurt, injured, and broke, or we can create a better system that makes it naturally go away. That's your choice. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to have your trolls spayed or neutered. Peace.